just after film of the scrimmage, what were your any different takeaways than you had in the immediacy on Saturday?
Well, I think you look at the whole, it's never as good, it's never as bad as you think it is. Biggest thing I looked at was things that were happening around our performance. I thought our competitive endurance isn't nearly where it needs to be for a game day like atmosphere, right? And that's 3 hours of max compete, communicating with each other, getting out of your individual competitive silo and becoming a team, right? So we focused on that a ton. There was a bunch of clips that we emphasized. Guys understand it's competitive, right? But we got to make sure as a team that we're in certain spaces. Obviously, the ball and not taking care of it on offense was a big deal. Defense, I thought, was very timely. Got to be a little bit more stout in the run game, I think, as we watched through it. In our red zone offense, I think was the biggest thing. We got down there, we moved the ball. You can never finish any drives, right? So a lot of individuals, George Stye continues to just elevate his game, right? And he's continually pressing, for more time. He has versatility, play guard and tackle. Jamario Clements, I thought, had a really good day. Ty Clark has maybe been the MVP of camp offensively so far. He's been really good. Although it was great to see one today back out there doing his thing. I thought Ashford was really controlled and moved the team. Just didn't finish. Part is that you want him to be live sometimes. But like Matina on defense, Aiden Hall is really starting to come around. He missed the first couple of days of practice. I think our corners, had a good day, and we got to continue to stress them with deep passes. So overall, that's kind of my take. It was a big evaluation day, but our competitiveness as a team to go out there and grind through it wasn't good enough, and that's not winning football.
That's something you can address.
Oh, we addressed it. We addressed it. They saw it in a very direct way. Best part is, after the scrimmage, Nick Anderson brought everybody up, right? So when a team leader that has that much respect from your football team starts saying things, sometimes when I'm in the middle of the field, I don't see all that. But when you went back through the tape, it was there, and I just expanded on Nick's point. Like, here's what a team leader said. Here's what a captain said. This is what it looked like. So guys got to understand roles are coming. You got to own that role. It's not a definite role, but at the end of the day, we got to win and lose as a football team.
Saturday after the scrimmage, you said basically this is who we are. What you saw out there today is who we are today. We have to be better Monday, starting Monday. Yeah. Were you better today?
Yeah, it was great. It was like hot soup out there. Right, I'm still waiting for that sun to come out. A lot of plays. I told them by hell or high water, we're going to be a tough football team. Right, and it's just in the preparation. It's how we build it in the dark. These guys have been pushed to their max, for 2.5 weeks. I like the competitive energy that we brought. This week we're working all situations, right? So we split them up into 2 teams. We put competitive situations out there, and who's going to respond, right? Who's worried about me making a bad call as the ref, can focus on their job, can execute when they're tired, because those are the guys that we'll trust to put out on the football field. I thought today was a really good workman day, and our kids responded like I expected they would.
Just looking from up in the perch up there.
Oh man, he got couches for you guys up there? Man, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
Is it definitive? You're down to a 2 quarterback race?
Yeah, we're down to Deshaun and Robbie, and that's nothing against Steele. Steele's going to continue to compete. He's been going out there with the threes and really doing his job. We're going to take a look at those 2 guys mainly, and then we'll kind of make the decisions from there.
Robbie seemed to have one of his better days today moving the team.
Yeah, I think the confidence I see is continuing to grow. And I thought Saturday was a big stepping stone in that direction. Today he continued that, because that's what I challenged him. Every day before practice he asked me for one thing. I said, can you follow it up, right? And can you lead the team? And I thought it was good to the naked eye today. Tons of learns. We still got to get our downfield passing going, right? It's been a real struggle. Credit to the defense, credit to the pass rush, but we got to be able to take the ball down the field.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, guys. Go Deeks. Appreciate you guys.
Sterling, what's been your adjustment for fall camp at Wake Forest?
Football, just getting good chemistry with the guys, good team, coaches figuring out how things go around here. But the adjustment's been good. It's been pretty, I wouldn't say easy, but it's been pretty simple just because I've been here in the spring just working with the guys, so we just picked up from the spring.
What have you liked about what the offense has done so far?
I like Coach Ezel's game plan, and then I like the way we use the passing game. Like knowing we got DeMar, we know how defense is gonna play. So just the passing schemes and the things that we put in. Like I'm excited to see how the offense works.
It's a pretty deep receiver race. There's a lot of guys in there looking for their snaps, looking for their targets.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing to set you aside from everybody else there?
It's just good competition. Like we all push each other. Like we're a brotherhood in that room, so we all push each other to be great. So just working hard and pushing each other past our limits just make the room better. Like we competing with each other, but at the same time we competing for each other, like and with each other.
Does it make a difference how many of you guys were out here during the summer working out with the quarterbacks? Did that help you coming into the fall camp adjustment?
Yeah. Like we knew like coming into fall camp we needed to use that summertime, right? And we did that. And I feel like it's showing out there on the field, but just over the summer days, we knew a lot of transfers, new quarterbacks, new offense. Like we knew that the connection and the passing needed to be right. So we out here over the summer a lot.
I know Winston-Salem and Greensboro are different places, but given you're already in the triad at one point, what's it like to be back in the area?
I feel good. I got a couple family that live in Greensboro, so being able to shoot down the road, go see my family, like that's always good. But being back out here compared to Cincinnati, nicer weather, it feels good to be back down south for sure.
It'd be nice to have them close enough to come out here and watch you play and stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good. Like my aunt and then my family members, like they gonna try to make every home game, like because it's only 25 minutes down the road, so I can't wait.
So you're gonna be getting a lot of requests for tickets for the games.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them right though. I'm gonna get them right.
Quincy, the defense looks like it's had a really good fall camp for maybe the first 2 weeks. You guys were far ahead of the offense. What's leading to that? What are the reasons you guys are that advanced right now?
Yeah, I think, we brought a lot of guys back that were obviously here at Wake last year. But also I think we got a lot of our transfers in earlier. Guys that have been able to contribute that have been here for 6 months. Offense, we lost pretty much almost everyone except for, Damon and Micah from our office from last year. So it was a little bit more difficult for us to get guys in. So I think just, our offense just needs a little time. We weren't clicking like this in the spring. But I can already see, like, even after today, the end of practice today, our offense is already picking it up. So, it's every single day I can see them getting better, so it's great.
Coach Dickert talked to us about not liking the competitive endurance from Saturday from the scrimmage.
Yeah.
Now there is microphone there. What goes into addressing that in the next week or in the next 3 practices before Friday's scrimmage?
Yeah. Well, I would just say, it is hard. Camp's a hard time of the year. It's hard to, get excited for every single day. But I will say, there still is a lot of competitive nature. It was much more I think one thing that we're trying to change is, being more energized and energetic going into games. And that's a big focus. A lot of teams, we all keep on saying, a lot of times the most excited team will win a game. And, as a team, we weren't as excited as we should have been on Saturday. And obviously I think we're just trying to push to step it up now. And I think that was a good learning experience for our team. And, I think our best thing is leaders on this team now. I think our biggest thing is make sure that doesn't happen again.
He pointed out, Jake pointed out Nick as one of the leaders out there who was going to speak up about the way the team performed. What did you take away? And can you be one of those leaders also? Are people looking to you as one of the veterans on the team?
Yeah, I hope so. I think so. I've been here for a long time.
Sure.
They all call me old now, so I think that kind of comes with the time. But me and Nick did have a conversation towards the end of the practice, and we talked about where we were as a team. I think there's much more of a focus now on how we feel as a whole team than how's the defense doing, how's the offense doing, how's just special teams. So me and him had a conversation after practice about what do you see wrong? What do you think we need to fix? And we both said, hey, someone needs to say something. He happened to be the one to say it. Which, he's much better at talking. I'm a little bit quieter than Nick. Ended up being, Nick's a great leader. He's always been supportive of me and all of our other teammates. And, he's one of the biggest reasons why I'm back. Because, me and him made a promise to each other to play this year. Yeah, so that's important to me.
When was that promise made?
This was at the end of last year. Probably right at the end of the season after the Duke game. Obviously that ended in a dramatic fashion. A lot of the defensive guys, we said we want to win here. We want to win at Wake because we know how much it's done for us. So that's why a lot of them stayed and wanted to play here again.
Okay, so that happened, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, you had
we all stuck it out. I think most of the guys on defense, especially the older guys, me, Dylan, BJ, Nick, we all knew we wanted to stay and we wanted to keep on competing. Zach Law, we all knew we wanted to stay and we wanted to compete. We wanted to win the league because, you know, the school has done a lot for us on the field and off the field, and I think we all knew that like this is our home. You know, that we have some pride in that. I think.
So part of it too that you guys were part of a winning team here.
Yeah, all of us
You
were.
were part of an 11-win team. You were part of a was it 8 or 9 wins in 22. Is there a lot of pride in getting it back to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, in competitive nature, you never want to, you know, we were all playing, you know, I obviously had a lesser role, but we were all playing when, you know, we were winning all these games. And there's a big part of us like, hey, we want to make sure we live Wake better than how we found it. Now, obviously, that was a high standard when we got here, but there's a big part of us that, you know, we want to make Wake, you know, a premier football program, and that's our goal. And I think with Coach Dickert coming in and us being like that kind of that first team, you know, even though we're older and we're only going to be here for 1 year, it's still like a certain way to like set the standard for the younger guys and hopefully carry it on after us.
It's good.
Cool.
All right.
Good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.